Ooh, that's a good matchup too. I like it.
Abuse. Well, I'm always biased as usual. Casters need to be biased, I feel like, and they need to have clear preferences, and they need to have very hot takes. So my hot take of the day is poor Frenchie.
Poor Frenchie,
But
right?
anyway, we are on Atacama, and we are seeing Edenov in the purple here in the southern spawn playing French into JhAsh Delhi as the teal, and we wish him well.
We wish him well. Yeah, I mean, so it looks a little bit like Hideout if you're looking at the tree line, but it's or like yeah, but it's way smaller and it's the new Atacama, you could say. So the thumbnail that I used for Start GG is actually a little bit outdated, a little bit different here, but mainly I think with the sacred site spawns, and then we also have the small lakes here, so this is quite a nice, but no fish here, so it's just for optics, I guess. But yeah, so kind of like
Nice.
a very open map, a little bit like Hideout, but smaller woodlines. And yeah, and then of
That is
course,
actually real scary with the woodlines, because if you think about it, you only have those really tiny woodlines right around your base, and if you then don't have map control, or if you are being pressured, then you cannot have access to the middle, and then you're dead. But
yeah, yeah. So and then also it's like way exposed. It's like 3 screens over to the woodline. So a very good rating option. So if the game goes a little bit longer, really hard to wall it off. Could be good for French. If it doesn't go long, I would say Delhi is favored, although looking at the sacred sides, one is closer to the French side, so he should be able to contest the bottom one.
yeah, it's not ideal for Delhi because there's only two sides, and
Hmm.
kind of like the Basin one, you have basically a home side, and then the other one is in your opponent's base.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
But there's no third side in the middle, so yeah. The way Delhi currently, the way that makes Delhi so strong right now is just that, well, you go dome, you have infinite scholars, you take all three sacred sides on a really rough timing for your
Hmm.
opponent to do anything about it, and then you just snowball from there into winning.
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty much the
And you
game
can't really
plan.
do that here.
No, you can't. Just imagine there would be a sacred side in the middle here, like in Oasis. That would be fun inside the middle woodline. But
Did you just
um,
say fun and oasis in one sentence?
I'm a weird guy, I guess. But yeah,
I don't know.
I
I
actually
was
did like
always the
Oasis.
guy. I was always that guy who had 12 trees to chop, while Beal on the other side had 3 trees to chop to get into the middle.
Mm. Oh, what
Why are
I
gold mines touching the TCs? It is especially
yeah.
in this map like this. I'm not a fan of it personally, but I also random Mongols occasionally, so yes.
Yeah. But yeah, so a little bit of a surprise, you could say, with the Tower of Victory coming up. So usually you would more often see the Dome of the Faith nowadays.
I really
Um,
don't hate it because, just as I said, there's only 2 sacred sites. You
mm,
can't really snowball into getting all 3 sacreds immediately. So yeah, power for a big feudal fight. I mean, both landmarks are just super good.
they
It's
are.
not like Delhi has a bad feudal landmark.
Oh yeah, they are super good. And the thing also like I think the question if you go with Tower of Victory or Dome of the Faith is very matchup dependent. And against French, if you're going for Spearmen, the attack speed bonus is great. Then they open into archers, and then you also have the archers, but they are better than their archers. And then you also have the Ghazi Raiders, which are better horsemen. So overall, you basically have very good feudal age units. Um, and with the timings, like yeah, you get fewer scholars, which means you have longer research times. But in feudal age, it doesn't really matter that much. So if you're more focused on a feudal age game, you don't really need the Dome of the Faith as much. French opening on stone now, so looking for a second TC play
Whoa.
apparently, or maybe just arrow slits if he wants to go for. But no, but then he
Nah,
wouldn't go.
that's a second DC.
Yeah, I was
You
gonna
you
say like,
don't pull 4 villagers and build a mining camp
yeah, if you
to
only
go
want to
for
have
arrow
the
slits.
54 arrow slits, yeah, that's right. Um,
That is bold into Delhi, especially if you scout the tower. But I guess because there's only 2 sacreds, he's not feeling super threatened. And if you look in the back of his base, in the under, there's double deer and boar. I mean, it's a nice TC position.
Yeah, and then also you secure the smaller wood line plus this, like whatever that is, like straggler tree wood line-ish thing in the bottom corner. Also, I think the Royal Knight, which just came out, scared away the scout. So I don't even know if JhAsh is aware of the stone opening here. 7 right now on stone, right? So yeah, definitely looking
JhAsh scout is
for.
behind the base. Now is inside the base and tanking TC fire. I don't know if that is intentional, but okay.
Oh,
He's trying to scatter.
yeah.
He's trying to scatter the deer here.
Yeah, totally is intentional. So very nice here, pushing the deer closer to the mining camp. What is Delhi doing? Okay, opening with a barracks, getting a few spearmen out, or yeah, 2 blacksmith opening.
I hate every time when I see a Delhi player opening with barracks, but I mean it's not unviable. It's okay. And
Well,
you do have the option to be a little bit more greedy with your blacksmith, but like it takes away so much agency. If he had opened stable and had like 2 Ghazis out at this point, Edenov could not place his TC.
yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Like it definitely feels weird going for Tower of Victory and then opening with a stable, because the stable, like the stable units, the cavalry doesn't
You still
benefit.
do it. It's just so
Yeah,
good.
that's the thing. Like you still do it. Like it feels weird, but you still do it because it gives you the map control, or at least the possibility to have map control. Whereas with the spearmen, yeah, of course, you're super safe against the knights. That's fine. But yeah, you don't have any other options. And as I'm saying that,
the second TC now.
as I'm saying that,
like,
Edenov's
whoa.
still able to kill 1 villager there. And yeah, now you see the second TC coming up, and you have no options to do anything about that. And so you have a French who gets faster villagers anyway with the second TC. So even if you get the 2 sacred sites, like, does it really matter that much against French? I mean, does French care so much about that? Probably.
Oh
not.
yeah, French cares, but French is also now in a decent economical position. The scary part is now, if JhAsh really does the full feudal pressure, then Edenov will run out of wood eventually. We'll see how that one goes, because I think that is the thing. That is the way that he can die here. But for now, JhAsh is gonna take that sacred side on the top side. Edenov doesn't have any units to deal with that unless his knight miraculously kills the 1 scholar there.
Well, I mean, okay, so here's the thing, like, if you're playing against Delhi, and it's just a feudal age game, and you're on 2 TCs as French, I mean, eventually you will be able to outboom them.
Yeah, 100%. The thing is, if I'm French on 2 TC against Delhi in feudal age, then I'm probably about to die.
Yeah, but not if the second sacred site is so close to your base, so you can just walk over there. So I don't know. I think the second TC play is very good here in this situation.
Speaking of economical advantage, JhAsh's town center has been idle for quite a while now, and I'm not a fan. So he's 10 vills behind. The second TC has not been up for more than a minute.
Oh man, yeah. Yeah, as we're saying that, he gets another villager there in the production queue. But yeah,
that is real rough numbers.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, now we've got some pressure here. JhAsh moving his Ghazis around, and we do see a barracks from the French. Bit defeatist, if you ask. No, it's a good move. He did open archery range, sees the Mars Ghazi here. He only has 1 knight out. Yeah, he kind of needs some spears to make up the difference. Ghazis though coming in and idling out some vills and diving the town center. I don't know about that one, buddy.
Well, yeah, he doesn't currently have range defense. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. Yeah, he does have range defense, so he could actually.
These are
dive.
still not knights. Like you
Yeah, that's
can't
the
do
thing.
that.
No, of course not. Well, the thing is also like it's like 3 minutes too late. If he would have opened with the stable, he could have been here at the same position already
Oh,
3 minutes
Knight takes
ahead.
another Vil on the other side. And I was gonna say makes it away.
Yeah, it will. It will
5-12.
make it away. Will make it away.
There's a spearman in front of him though.
Oh, well, if that okay, if that turns around, is he? Yes, yes. Very nice. Okay.
And poke. And the Ghazi find the tower here on the mill. And now this town center we can dive because this town center doesn't do any damage.
Yeah. Yeah, and it only covers 8 villages, so you get all the other ones that don't make it inside. So yeah, could dive that actually.
Look at the military numbers. That is why I don't think
Oh
you
my.
go 2 TC into Delhi.
Well, we're gonna see. Like,
I mean, Edenov is going 2 TC and attempted fast castle into Delhi. Well,
yeah.
I'm not judging. I'm just saying it is a bold move.
Well, okay, so the attempted fast castle, I don't know about that. With the 2 TC, I still think it's fine because he's still 15 villages ahead. So his eco, like the villager numbers
And
are
25
still...
of those are idle, by the way.
Okay, yeah, never mind then. But like in theory, if you only look at the numbers, it's his eco is 50% stronger than the one from the Delhi. Also losing a few spearmen here, torching the mining camp on the stone, which, yeah, Edenov doesn't really need anymore, I guess.
Okay, sacred sites have been kept for JhAsh. Now the question is, what is JhAsh gonna do? If he just triples down and just makes more military, and it looks like that's exactly what he's gonna do, he's gonna be just fine because even if Edenov hits castle, he has no way to beat this army.
Yeah, especially, I mean, it will take him a couple more minutes to hit Castle Age, then it will take him another minute to get the upgrades, and then to mass up the army, and by that time the 9 minutes are already over. So yeah, I would say JhAsh should double down on his approach here, maybe not running into the town center, but other than that, definitely just mass up your army, maybe get some rams on the field as well. Does have enough wood for that? For 2 rams?
Does he have ram tech? No, he's getting steeled arrow now, and ram tech is right behind.
It's
it,
right behind that.
33.
So 1.5 minutes.
Coming out.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I talked about the double deer and the boar that Edenov has. How much of that is left, actually? He has some deer lying around there. That's about, I guess he has 2,500 more food to work with. And he's already starting to make some farms.
That doesn't feel great.
Yeah. I mean, the guild hall is gonna be a big help. But it's 43 to 10 military numbers. JhAsh really wanted to have that ram tech out already. He is making more scholars, so it's gonna be a little bit faster. We have 38 seconds on the timer. Ghazis, though, just diving in. There is some spears out. JhAsh notices and just pulls back, which is... Okay, I say he just pulls back. No, he's going back in.
No, he's going back in, right.
Oh, don't throw away those Ghazi. Just make a few rams and death push.
Yeah, like he shouldn't throw them away. Going back in again, losing another one. So this could have been better a lot. But at the same time, Edenov's eco was idle all the time, basically. Half of the villagers were idle. The guild hall is gonna help him for sure.
JhAsh is going castle. I really don't like it. I feel like Edenov was just dead, and now he has an option to come back.
Yeah, so he just has a little bit of breathing room, which, I mean, okay, so what does Castle Age give Delhi? It could go for a keep.
Lancers and men-at-arms, which are great, especially the Lancer and men-at-arm part. We'll say.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm totally with you. I think he should have just doubled down on the feudal age, and just messed up army like there's no tomorrow, and then he can easily keep the sacred sites and keep up the pressure. But at the same time, he does know that if he misses the window, then Castle Age is really disgusting. Like if Edenov can get a couple knights out, which he does have the resources for that, he can still
is about
dive.
to drop a keep in his base. Is he gonna drop it in the base though, or is he gonna drop it forward on the... I mean, he really can't leave the base, so he needs to drop it inside.
Yeah, he kind of needs to drop it in the base somewhere. Maybe like on the left side next to the gold. That could be.
He wants to drop it forward next to the production, but there is kind of a Delhi army there.
All right, yeah, so probably. I don't know. So yeah, he's pretty cramped into
coming
the base
out for
here.
French. Okay, here's the keep. Let's see. JhAsh does not see it yet. It's just on the edge. And now he sees it. Come on. We've got the army right there. We can dive this. There's only 3 men-at-arms. Oh boy, we don't have any Ghazis anymore, right? 6 Ghazis somewhere.
6 Ghazis, not a lot. Yeah, 3 of them are like in the back of the base. Keep is gonna make it up here.
Surrounds the Vilds, but the keep is gonna go up, and he's only gonna lose. Not even losing anything here. JhAsh needs to go home.
Oh man, I mean, how did Delhi not win the game already? That's really beyond me.
I mean, that's because he just went Castle Age instead of winning. But I mean, he's still not in a bad position, right? He's full map control. He has both sacred sites. By the way, 5 minutes 30 till sacred site victory. But I don't think it's gonna come into play necessarily. And now we see the first elephant in queue. Let's go!
Elephants, woo! But yeah, at the same time, he did lose quite a substantial amount of army with his Ghazi raiders, which means that the army value is almost 1-to-1 right now. He did wall in. What's with the sacred, the relic here? That's really strange.
Problem is also, the army value is about equalish, but the Delhi army is mostly feudal.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, a couple of crossbows coming out here, countering the man-at-arms, so that's nice. But other than that, yeah, there's the 1 wall elephant and 1 lancer in queue, 2 men-at-arms. Not really a whole lot of Castle Age units here on the Delhi side. And
the real issue is, if you look at the eco count, sure, JhAsh killed a bunch of villas here and there, but it's 25 villages advantage at this point in time. Yeah. Sacred Site's gonna get decapped, so no winning condition there. That scholar is very bold. And very dead in a second. Oh, never mind. Bye, Frenchies.
Ooh. I don't know how they survived that, but...
Okay. Well, and now Edenov is dropping lots and lots of archery ranges, so he's gonna make the best unit in the game.
Over the trees.
And that will deal with these war elephants just fine, and it will deal with these men-at-arms just fine. The only thing that they're not particularly great against is the crossbows of Delhi, which will have 20% more attack speed.
Yeah, but then it's only a handful of crossbows right now, so it's not like a critical crossbow mass that he's dealing with, and even then he can still, if he gets some 9 mass up, he can still dive that kind of okay, I guess.
Don't you love it when you send out all of your prelates, scholars, monks, and you click that right on the relic, and they come back without it because, well, why not?
Yeah.
But yeah, looks like JhAsh is gonna get 4 relics, and Edenov is gonna go for the 1.
The 1.
Farming transition looking okay for Edenov still. I'm kind of surprised that he pulled this off with only his 2 small wood lines there.
Yeah, I mean, it's you know, it's not about the size, it's about how you use it, I heard, so maybe that helped him to...
Is that what your wife tells you? She's lying.
No, no.
Sorry.
It's okay, it's okay.
It's not okay. I'm here for you, friend. Anyway, we do have quite a substantial French army now. 13 obelisks, 8 knights. That's a very expensive army as well. And on the other side, JhAsh really doesn't have a lot to deal with this. I mean, the knights can't really do anything because it's mostly just anti-knight.
We're gonna see some very fun action here with the keep drop from the Delhi in the base of the French.
Yeah. Cancels it. Does he lose the stone? No, he does not. And he's gonna build it back up once that ram leaves. Cavalry goes around. gets distracted there. Oh, but all the spears are currently busy fighting in the front. These arbalists already have gambesons, so they have 6 melee armor. They're happy. They're happy getting poked by spears because it means the cavalry is fine. It's dead to crossbows, but looks like Edenov will probably be able to deny this.
Yeah, I mean, there's almost no villages left here, and French still has the army. It needs to cancel the keep here, and Delhi
the Arbalists were just not contested. They're just super good.
Yeah, the Arbalists were the game changer in this fight here. Also losing a couple rams here, so that's another 400 or so wood that Delhi is wasting here. Not re-rallying here, so using a couple more reinforcements. Oh no, he lost. He didn't lose the one ram.
Realized there is, I think. Wait, that's 1, 2, 3. There is one extra relic on this map that I had not seen, and neither did JhAsh, or he would have already picked it up.
Yeah, it's in the left corner, and he didn't scout to that area, so he could have had one more relic. I don't think he will find that anytime soon because there's nothing there resource-wise. It's just an empty map with one wolf and 2 little woodlands.
God, I'm so not used to not being the observer, by the way, because apparently Gambesons has not been in, but you know, the spears have not poked the arbalists and all just died in front of that, so good for Edenov. Good for Edenov.
Yeah, I mean, Edenov was definitely happy that he denied this keep drop here because that would have been a pain in the butt for him. And also, I mean, he winning the fight, I would say. He's ahead in army value now, so he can march out now. Couple knights, couple horsemen, couple arbalists.
I like the horseman switch, it's really good. JhAsh though is not doubling down on the crossbows as I thought he would. Right now he's just not making anything. And how's his food situation? He's on the deer back there. He ate through all those berries. This is gonna be a bad push for him because he's not really making anything.
No, and he doesn't have the spearman numbers to contest the cavalry here as well. Losing 2.
I mean, he has a war elephant.
Yeah, he does have a war elephant, but again, we're having.
Those berry vills are okay, running.
They're running. That's good. That's good. Yeah.
Does Edenov see this? He does have a scout with his army. No, he doesn't, but he still has quite a big vision there. He did not see the Berryvilles, though. One lone Delhi Lancer in the French base. Didn't do anything. We are gonna go for some Wololo defense.
Yeah, a little bit too soon, I would say, but it's still,
and immediately gets deaded by the arbalists, and now the mango goes down, and well, we've got a tab. JhAsh is out.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit different than I expected it to go, but this 2 TC French pulling it off. Like, I thought it would be the winning strategy to go for second TC.
JhAsh has so much idle time on this town center. If you look at the curve, it should not look like that. I am poking my own nose here because mine occasionally looks like that, but
yeah, it could have been a lot
look at
higher.
that military graph. Edenov was so dead, and then we just stopped making and went castle.
Well, especially like at the moment where you see that your opponent is going castle as a Delhi and you're having like 5 times as many army as they have, you could basically dive the TC, like dive the base, kill everything.
I mean, he doesn't have that information, but if you see no units, like do you see 5 spears and your opponent just suddenly hits castle age, chances are there's not a whole lot with that.
Yeah, I mean, like, they can't make resources out of thin air, so if they go castle age, they definitely didn't spend 1,800 resources on units. So yeah, could have been.
Even if he only has like 20 spears there, 20 spears poke 4 men-at-arms to death quite easily, especially if they have 20% more attack speed.
Almost a rematch here. JhAsh with the Delhi and Edenov with the English.
JhAsh misread the rules here because it's not Loyal Legends. You can't replay a Civ even if you lost with it. It's Warchief Club, but well, we'll let it slide this time and watch this matchup play out.
Yeah, I mean, no point in changing that anyway. They started the game, so Edenov playing the English here in orange on the left side of the map against JhAsh with the Delhi in teal. It is Gorge, but it really weird. Like, I usually don't play on this biome, so it doesn't look like Gorge to me, just because of the desert. The desert biome here. But yeah, it's Gorge. So for Delhi, interesting to see 3 sacred sites pretty much in the middle, so a lot easier to get to than on the last map. But English moving out with 5 villagers. So we're gonna see a tower rush coming up.
Disgusting. I
love it. I love it. It's disgusting.
I mean, I really don't, but let's see here. Does JhAsh scout this out?
Well, I'm here for
scout
fun.
Is currently in. Did he see the Wilds pass?
I am not sure.
No way. He only put his Will on the gold just now. He's building a mining camp.
He didn't
Wills
see that.
are about to arrive.
He didn't see that one coming. So, question is...
Honestly, if I'm Delhi, I wouldn't either.
Yeah, you kind of wouldn't expect that to go.
Yeah.
So...
But it's gonna be very annoying. Here comes the attack. I'm not too happy about that. Usually you want to move in to make sure you get the second volley, but we did get the second volley.
Yeah, so it's... I mean, you can account for the reaction time of your opponent not being immediate, and so you usually get 1 villager kill here for now. Yeah, getting a second one here. Well, yes, there is. Okay, so 2 villager kills already. 2 minutes into the game.
Now you mine your opponent's gold is what you usually do.
Yeah, exactly. So, well, he's chopping wood for now, and he does have enough wood, so he could go for a tower now and then mine the gold.
He's chopping once, and as soon as he has 10 on each of these villas, he's gonna build a mining camp and a tower.
But then he loses the wood. I don't know why.
No, he's gonna drop it off on the mining camp.
Well,
there you go. And next he's gonna build a tower, I guess, or it's gonna be for a house. But I'm assuming these 5 vills do not want to stay here without having that tower. We'll find out. So far they're safe because Delhi is not doing anything and is moving out to the other gold on the top side, which is fine. And they do have enough sheep to not run out, so they're perfectly safe. Now the real question is, the actual real question is, do we get a proxy council hall?
That would be fun.
Hope not. I think that would just be suicide, but we'll see. We'll see. Is edenov actually... Yeah, he's leaving. He mined 50 gold here, and now he's leaving. I don't know if that was worth it. No, honestly, I'm quite sure it wasn't worth it.
Well, on the other hand, he did kill 2 villagers, so that in a way was worth it.
But now 5 of his villagers are also essentially dead as he crosses the map.
Yeah, idle all the time, that is true. I actually was surprised that he could drop off the wood at the mining camp when he built that. So that really shattered my worldview here. Because I mean, it feels like he shouldn't be able to drop.
It's a scouting camp here, and yeah, you can totally do it. Did you not know that?
No, well, the thing is, like, it says stone and gold. It's a mining camp.
You can build whichever drop-off building, and whatever your villagers are currently holding, they will drop it off on that as they finish the building.
Okay, well, that's good to know. I mean,
okay, we've got Edenov going 2TC now. That is a bold move against Delhi. I feel like he feels comfortable because he wasted quite some time there, but Dome of the Faith is coming out, and this is a 3 sacred sites map, and it is a very good Delhi map. Yes, we did kill 2 villagers there, but I mean, he's in a better position than he would be if he had not gone for that play.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, he kneecapped a little bit of the Delhi eco. So, But yeah, I did not know. Honestly, didn't notice that little trick here with. I mean, my Mongol main knowledge is shining. Didn't know about
I'm
that. So
building a girl, and that's essentially it does everything. And
that's
it
the thing.
can
Like you drop off everything there anyway. So why would you need to think about that? But either way, so essentially, like both players have a little bit too late age up here. Boar getting pulled, very nice. Joy, yeah, getting a little
That's a
few
nice
hits.
play there. How far out is it though? I don't think it's close enough to really do anything.
No, it just got the one villager I think that was moving over. I don't know if it actually. Oh, is it?
Oh, it's close
Oh
enough.
no, it is close
And
enough.
that is another
Oh no.
-1, and that is already 3 dead vills for Delhi. You're not feeling happy right now. And
Well,
unless
he could
you're
do the
Edenov,
same.
I think he's very happy.
He could actually do the same probably with the villager on gold. So
I think that's about what is about to happen. We'll find out.
maybe not. But yeah, nice cheeky play here, getting 3 villager kills already. So he is up in eco numbers. Council Hall getting dropped, immediate town center on the berries on the gold. So quite nice of a TC placement here for English.
You see English dropping anything on berries, you feel very sad. But yeah, he needs to secure that gold.
Yeah.
And now, what is the play here? And why are 2 of those vills going randomly in a different direction to have a longer chop off wood drop off line?
Yeah, they went to the straggler and then moved ahead to the next wood line, which was on the left side. So Borg got pulled to the gold and was not able to kill the villager actually, to kill it off. The scholar's already on the way. Sanctity is being researched 1.5 minutes, so at about 8 minutes and 30, the JhAsh could have the sacred sites. Scouted out the second TC by now. Not surprisingly, also found the council hall.
This is real rough for JhAsh right now. Those -3 vills and the fact that his H-up was so late means his snowball is really late. And usually, if you just play standard, you have no interruptions like that. You could be moving to sacred sites right now. And then you'd be very happy, especially if you're facing someone going 2TC here. But yeah, that's some nice timing window for Edenov here to get some economical advantage in. What is the play though for Edenov? Right now he's just massing wood. He made a singular longbow that is making its way downtown. And other than that, okay, we get some eco upgrades and we get some farms. Like you want to be able to deny at least one of those sacred sites, or at least be a nuisance somehow, which usually means you need some horsemen out. But Ghazis are already in force. 5 on the map,
is getting
over.
killed here. So even though losing his scout, only has 1 longbow to his name right now. 5 Ghazis on the field, looking good so far here. I mean, a strange opening here for English, and it worked kind of, but at the same time it also delayed himself. So the 1 longbow without a scout not being able to find anything here, even though there's a campfire as well. So sacred sites being captured now, 1 by 1, but yeah, it's 9 minutes in. So usually when you're having the Dome of the Faith,
I mean, it's still really nice pressure, and he still is gonna snowball from that because Edenov cannot do anything to contest this. Edenov is currently just legging it to Castle Age. Did I say he cannot do anything to contest this? That singular longbow is being super annoying there. Any Ghazis on the way? Okay, there's a single Ghazi moving.
Well, the funny thing is, I think he actually should have just left the scholar on the sacred site, because the 1 longbow is not gonna kill it before it captures the sacred site. And
I never underestimate longbow. They're too annoying. We get some spears, good choice, because he clearly can't go naked against 10 Ghazi already. And there's more idle time here. He almost has the gold required to go up, and then he just needs to have enough food. How's the sheep situation? He only has 5 left, so not great. He's eaten through almost all the berries, and these deer might as well be in Narnia, for all he can do about that.
Yeah, there's 2 deer packs, like one big on the left side and one here also on the right side. But yeah, it's quite far away, and I don't know if he wants to get out there. I mean, he does have the map control now, so he could actually pull it off. Also took the 3 sacred sites, so now sacred site timer is ticking away. So it could be 20
nice
max
raid
minutes.
on the wood line. Takes no vills out though, but more idle time.
Also very low health, so 2 health villager there, so he just needs to poke it once anymore. Also being able to scout out the deer pack here on the south side, so he knows that the food options for English are also running out. I mean, he's on the berries and has created a couple farms, but that's basically it.
Compound of the defender coming up. Compound? I mean,
Yeah.
And I'll say this, Delhi also doesn't have a bad castle age landmark. Usually I'd expect the House of Learning here and then just try to snowball in that English space with some faster elephants or some... Is that a campfire?
Yeah, there's a campfire. The funny thing is, the mining camp
Nice.
is actually scouting out the compound of the defender.
It's a scouting camp.
It's
I
a
knew
scouting
it.
camp.
It was so far ahead of anyone else here in this game. Okay, Edenov is moving out with 14 vills to where? To the White Tower in between those
White
2
Tower.
TCs.
Well, I mean, you're already on 2 TCs. You don't really need the 3rd TC with King's Palace.
Oh no, I mean he would just be dead.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, the White Tower is a good choice. I don't know about the placement that much. I think he. Oh well, I don't know. Where would you put it otherwise? I mean, you could put it closer.
No,
to
no,
the...
like you play 2 TC English into Delhi. You don't really have any military, and Delhi is already castle. You need it here, and you need to build your farms around it and pray.
Pray.
It's kind of awkward that it's not really next to the gold. I would have put it behind the council hall, so it's like closer to the gold. You can't be pushed off of that.
Behind
But yeah, let's
the
see here.
console.
We have a stable out for Edenov, and I mean the White Tower, of course. Producing 100% faster is nice. So Mass Knights is coming out. I'd expect the same for Delhi though. Okay, we have 4 Knights for JhAsh and 4 crossbows.
Yeah, he has 3 stables with a scholar inside as well, with 2 archer ranges. No barracks yet.
Decaps with only the 6 starting spears that Edenov made is quite nice. Kinda didn't expect that to work out, but it did.
Yeah, there's not really any archers on the field for Delhi, so he can't really contest the spearmen here. Is grabbing a couple relics as well, so 3 relics currently in his hands. Will deliver them shortly. Wolves are trying to deny that, but no chance.
We really don't have any vision though of what Edenov is doing. You only see the spears. You don't even know about the stable or the knights out yet. So this could be a bad surprise. But Edenov is also not really making anything because he's run into that food crisis. He's just spamming farms.
Yeah, then again, it's also pretty difficult to scout out what your opponent is doing if they can just produce anything from the White Tower. But yeah, so a little bit running blind here for JhAsh. Edenov also not really seeing a whole lot as well. So there also, like, there could be war elephants coming, there could be mass man at arms, there could be a mass horseman Ghazi Raider play as there currently
I mean, both players are kind of happy with how the game is going for them, respectively, because JhAsh is about to have 5 relics, and Edenov is on 2 TCs and still alive.
Yeah, so overall, yeah, as you said, both players pretty happy so far.
Knights coming in, that's -1 for JhAsh. By this time, it's -4 in total, so that's a little rough. And he does have compound, so are we getting any stone? Nope, doesn't look like it. Village Fortresses is 50 seconds out. I feel like, yeah, just, you know, get some stone, get some extra TCs in, protect those sacred sites.
Yeah, I mean there's two stones on the left side close to each other, but then there's also the knights guarding that. So if you can push them off, then he can get the stone, build a keep on one of the sacred sites, produce villagers, and kind of try to get back on track with his eco here.
JhAsh could have just gobbled up those 5 spears and the prelate in the middle. Prelate? Monk.
That's a monk, yeah.
But did not realize it. Had his entire army there. Anyway, we've got a English captured sacred site and currently no Delhi captured sacred site. That is surprising to me. Yeah, and we do have JhAsh pro scouting the deer next to the English base. I was about to say, joke's on you, it's an English player, they don't go for outside food, but Edenov is actually eating those deer. Delhi army though, pushing in. There's a white tower, that's a little annoying.
It is quite annoying, yeah.
Yeah, crossbow and longbow numbers are just too much here to deal with that. But he does see that the gold vein is on 125, so yeah, Edenov's gonna need to move out to another gold. And if JhAsh realizes that, he will just be able to deny that. No front line for these crossbows and longbows, a little bit too overzealous there. Need to move back, but yeah. What is the plan here? JhAsh is 16 crossbows, and I mean, if you look at the military count, always keep in mind there's 13 scholars in there as well.
Yeah, so a little bit bloated numbers here due to scholars. I mean, you can use them for fighting as well with the heal. That's quite nice. But yeah, it's definitely not a standard military unit. He is retaking the sacred sites now.
Sorry. Yeah, he's retaking them. That's a great move. JhAsh knows that Edenov is on this deer camp though, on the southern side. I wonder why that's not being raided. Anyway, right now, what is JhAsh's winning condition? I feel like he just needs to deny gold, and then he's absolutely golden.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, Edenov is on the bottom side gold. Just started mining there, so that would be an angle of attack. The deer on the right side would be an angle of attack. So basically, he can pick either side, either go on the food or on the gold. Although Edenov
gonna be aggressive though.
He's gonna wall it off.
That's a bold keep. I don't know about that one. Edenov is gonna be able to fight with network the entire time, and we just saw he has a ton of longbows. Not that many crossbows anymore, but still.
Well,
one more elephant.
It's just also gonna be in the town center vision range. So as soon as it's gonna get built, he will know about it. Well, there's a scout now as well, so
sees the Vills crossing through the sacred site and moving forward. That's gonna be rough on the Vill number.
I think we've seen that last game as well. I'm not sure.
Yeah, like he can't really build it here right now, not with his current army numbers.
But at the same time, it's 18 villagers, so that's gonna come up quite fast, and he does have the numbers.
It looks like he might actually be able to pull it off.
12
men-at-arms. I didn't actually look at that number. 12 men-at-arms don't really have an answer here because only 5 crossbows are on the map. Yeah, Edenov has to pull back, so this is going up. That's nice.
Yeah, and wall defense is still there, so gotta be able to contest that. And yeah, keep definitely dropping here, and then also some kind of forward mosque.
Ghazi's found the wall vills on the top side, so that's also very nice. And we do get a mosque on top of the keep. Kind of redundant because we have Hauser Compound already researching all of that at this point in time. But yeah, we can, since we have the villagers here, we could actually just build a siege workshop. Speaking of siege workshops, look what's already out.
Yeah, well, I mean, you don't even need the siege workshop if you're having the white tower, but he does. Well, yeah, actually, Edenov doesn't have a siege workshop. He's produced the trap.
Yeah, it's from the tower.
Yeah.
The Ghazis find the topside gold. It is protected, but JhAsh now knows what's up. And what's he gonna do with that information?
Well, he needs to make sure that the keep doesn't fall here. That was quite a heavy investment here. Scholars healing up army as well. Some more elephants coming to the front. He is, I mean, 7.5 minutes for the sacred site, so as long as you can keep the keep, He's not looking like to be in a bad spot. He has enough gold for Imperial Age even. So once he gets the food up.
I don't get what Edenov is doing. He's just spamming longbows. He has no answer to these men-at-arms. I mean, longbows are a great unit against most anything, but, well, these are honed blade men-at-arms that will, with 6 range defense, they are really nice.
They are really nice. Well, Keep is getting destroyed now by the traps, so they can move on to the mosque if they wanted to, and JhAsh doesn't really
but
have
if they're being
numbers.
abandoned in the English base, then they're not as nice, because half the army is moving back, the other half is fighting. Not the greatest fight there. No. And this gold is still not being denied. Like, Edenov still has access to gold he really shouldn't have.
Yeah, I think the Keep was a little too overconfident here, a little bit.
I think we're trying to go for Sacred Victory at this point. Keep going up on the bottom Sacred side.
Now that's a better position for a Keep. It secures the wood line as well. It's a good choking point here for army fights. Secures the Sacred side, so that's nice.
Remember before we dove the base with half our army and still had like 15 men-at-arms, and now we have 4. Well, that escalated quickly.
Yeah, I remember. That was a good time.
Sacred side is gonna be decapped, nothing JhAsh can do about it, and yeah, looking rough. Looking like we're gonna be here a while.
Yeah, I mean, what is JhAsh's option here? He could mass up, either mass up army. He is still behind in eco numbers. Is producing villagers from the second heap now. Looking for like mining every gold that is out there on the map. So probably gonna drop some more keeps here, acting as town center. So that's gonna help his eco. But army-wise, doesn't really have a response here to what English is dropping.
He's also not really massing up anything right now, and well, this is gonna be really bad timing for him. Does he know that this army is coming? He does now. Sees the tower come up, knows that there's 2 traps on the field.
Yeah, now he feels the traps even, so... Well,
okay,
also, I mean,
we're gonna go for sacred, not sacred. We're gonna go for relic defense again. Apparently, scholars being pulled, and we do have 3 elephants out, but there's now 14 crossbows. This time around, they're not gonna be in for a good time.
Definitely not. And well, so also I think one of the issues that now he's moving to the berries here, but all the villagers that he extra produced, they were just on on wood, and so he's floating 2,500 wood, but doesn't have any food left to really mass out units. So
yeah, the 6,000 resources in his bank are slightly concerning. Now Edenov is floating as well, but you know, he's English. He's kind of, it's usually expected to see a lot of. Oh, by the way, don't look at the left side of Edenov's farm economy. But I really want you to look.
Left
because
side
if we look at the front side of the deli, a little bit lower, a little bit lower.
A little bit lower? You mean like...
Okay, never mind. Let's take a look at the front side of the deli base, where that trap is gonna slow push everything down. Edenov is pop capped and JhAsh is 136. Yeah, not great. And now we're moving in. This time we're gonna commit, but there is 19 spearmen here. We are on the tower network effect, and we do have 18 crossbows behind it.
Yeah, this is not looking good for Delhi with all the tower. Well, with the tower is getting the buff there as well, so this kind of mitigates the Tower of Victory. Well, no, mind, he doesn't even have the Tower of Victory, so definitely the stronger archers. And
if I'm that 3rd scholar and I just see my 2 colleagues immediately die as they try to do that, I'm not picking up that relic.
Yeah, I was gonna like, nah, that's a hard pass for me. Not gonna get paid enough to do that. So.
Right. Edenov takes the series 2-0, gets away with 2 TC play twice. I mean, this time I feel like he got away with it much easier because JhAsh was never in a position to actually really murder him. I guess he kind of was, but still, like.
Yeah, I mean overall, like for most of the game, it felt pretty even. But yeah, if your opponent is on second TC, you can't hold the sacred sites, and you can't really punish the second TC. You don't get the villager kills, you don't restrict the resources. It really feels bad.